had a couple issues with the LSD. It wasn't coming out because the bearing gets stick in between, because you know the metal shavings it jam it inside the day and all that. So this bend up and crush up and cut up. So this bearing done. I was so focused on getting this thing done and forget the camera in the garage. But anyway, I don't know if you can see. Like this got a couple teeth chew up. This second gear. I just went with my boy Velocity Addiction and cause he got press, and I just press on the other second gear. This second gear is a different second gear, so this second gear is slightly longer. So this second gear will give me a little bit more mile per hour and potentially better traction in second gear on the streets and on the track. So this should be a plus for the power that I'm making. This is the main shaft. Look like the main shaft got no teeth on it. Second gear is completely sheared off, completely, like chew up all the way. Anyway, that's that. I gotta assemble this thing back together and call it a day. I gotta go and get some more oil, transmission fluid, some brake cleaner, and then I can just clean that up, throw it back in together the right way this time, and then it should be Gucci. So I just brake clean inside all in there and inside of that one. So I just got, I use this brake cleaner. This was a brand new brake cleaner, all gone already. I use all the brake cleaner to just make sure that everything in here, so no more metal shavings in there. Yeah, so I can assemble this here and then I get back to one of them. Anyway, so I got the main shaft right here. Also again, dark. It ain't dark yet, the sun's still out or whatever, but in the garage kind of dark. So I can basically just assemble this, not too much talking or whatever, because it ain't a DIY as I say. I'm just assembling it and then I'm gonna see what's the word. Clean off the oil on the bond. Clean off the oil on the bond off of this one. And the trick that I feel like this made life a little bit easier is this right here. So this is the only thing that keep falling out, right? Like long before I do anything, I can fill these two holes where the two like, you know, where this to stay inside. So these are like the holders for this. I fill the two holes. I stick it in there like long before I even assemble it. Cause this is always drop out, and this, you know, you don't want to be fighting with this here in and out while trying to close the transmission. So yeah, just put Honda bond, fill these two holes with Honda bond, and then just lay this here in, smush it in, and just hold it down and keep it there, like sit till you assemble the gears and everything. And when you're ready for that, it should be stiff enough to just, you know what I mean, put it over and it shouldn't drop out. But yeah, again, cut back the camera when I started to assemble this. To the right to me, I got all my parts to reassemble this whole thing. As you see, so if you know, because I got a new shaft, but I got a new shaft, so you would know that first gear that's come on the actual shaft, on the main shaft, right? So I had to replace the whole shaft. So if you hurt second gear your car, you more than likely damage the main shaft, you know. So I basically just got reassembled. Check all the gears already. I can clean them again after I assemble it, then I can lube it. So much things to do. But yeah, so I can assemble this thing right now, and yeah, just watch me do my thing. just a quick update. So off camera, what I do was I had to push back on the bearing that was damaged. So I put on another bearing. I just basically use a rubber mallet. The bearing that come off, I just put this bearing over that one, and then you know what to do. Bang that one back on. I assemble this. I think I get the full footage. The camera cut up after, but I didn't sure. I was just plugging in. So I assemble the main. I put transmission fluid on all the parts that they need to be you need to slide in, so it'll be easy access. Fine. But yeah, everything basically ready to go. So I can just put these in now and I can start my music. So this part right here is cut out because my music got to play when it working. So right now is the next day, and I basically already got the transmission back in. So last night I basically put the gears in. You see me putting in the gears, blah blah blah. But come to find out that because when remember the LSD, the bearing on the LSD had like a couple burrs on it. The case now was a little bit hurt, so it was hard to actually get the top part of the casing on. So I had to fight it. I used a different case. I took out the snap ring, put in a different case that they had in the snap ring. Try that case, but then that case gave me problems too. So I was like, I don't even know why that case gave me problems. Then I tried like 4, 5, 6 times probably. I'm trying to film all that. Yeah. So I used back the same case that I had. This piece right here, I used back this piece, put back in the snap ring. It would still give me problems. But what I do is now, because it had like little burrs, I didn't show you on camera the little burrs that the gear, the broken teeth basically chew up. So it was hard for it to like slide on properly. So I had to kind of like, you know, grind it down and try to make it smooth for the bearing to go on. But I did that last night. It was late. I didn't feel it pulling back with the camera, and I came outside like 10 minutes ago. So I just wheel it on the jack it up, you know what I mean, and balance it. So I use one hand to balance, one hand to jack, line it up, go from the top, make sure it's standing in one place. Just make sure. So I put it in, you know, the transmission is supposed to be like this. I jack it up at an angle like this, so it could clear everything perfect. I mean, it go by the hole like, so this, imagine there's the hole, fire. I angle it like this. This is the shaft, the hole in the shaft, you know what I'm talking about. But I jack it up at an angle like this, and when it go by the hole like that there, then I just pull back the jack slightly to the edge like where it is, push it, use my hands to push the shaft in, to push the transmission in, and then jack it in. So right there in all the bolt sketch, I can tighten it. I can close out this video here in the morning. Next time you want to see me on camera, most likely I might be either posting one of my boys' videos or a video with my boy Carl, or I can be doing like the first realistic drive of my car with a second gear, because I never had a second gear, so I was doing my YouTube videos and all these races that you see me do, that's me without a second gear. So I was basically, you know, and there's an event coming up this weekend, so more than likely I can be in the event doing test and tune though, not racing, because right now I got slicks right now, so I gotta try to bar slick. So me and my boy Curtis, either I can see if I can bar slick from somebody, or I can just use his slicks for the time being. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I don't know how good this video turned out or how informative this video was, but as I say, if there's any questions that you need to know or anything you want to know, just shoot a comment or hit me in the DMs. Most people just always hit me in the DMs though. I guess that's a little bit better of a conversation, but yeah. So yeah, peace out, man. Hope you're having a good one. See ya.